Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, especially good evening, ma'am. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Iqbal with my student number of 2211421151. And this evening, I would like to tell you about some explanation relating to negotiation in English business. While enacting negotiations, it is a common thing that one of the participants or the partners uh, tell their conditions and also issue or problem that they are having in their company. So while we are talking in some negotiations, the way that we need to concern is how to express the condition itself, and the second one, how to express the problem or the issue with the formal and legal delivery of language use. The first way how to express the condition is by saying, as we are concerned, we are prepared to consider your offer if you can accept some conditions. Please focus on the use of if here, because if is included as conditional sentences in English. We can directly say, if you accept our condition, we can consider your offer. Of if you accept our condition, we can accept your offer. We can also directly say like that, but in formal negotiations, in English formal negotiations, it is appropriate for us to say, we can consider your offer, means that we are very careful with what we are going to say, or not just directly say we can accept your offer or we cannot accept your offer. Just it is appropriate for us to say or mention, we can consider your offer if you can accept some conditions. We can also say in the negative way, which also remains the true conditions. We can't accept your offer if you can't accept conditions. Then the another extension of how to express a condition is by saying subject to the both agreement. Subject to is also means only if or only after. It is also a conditional sentences. We can also say conditionally on the both agreement, or on condition that the both agrees, or as long as the both agrees, or providing that the both agrees. So if we combine all those sentences, we can say that we are prepared to consider your offer if you can accept conditions. And of course, subject to the considerations by the both agreement. And the second way is how to express our issue or problem. The keywords on this sentence is issue or problem, then would and could as the auxiliary modal. The first one is by saying, for example, the difficulty that we have here is with the, or the issue we have here is, the issue is, or the problem is. For example, for the sentence example, like, the difficulty we have here is with the accommodations priority, especially for Mr. Tulus. And the another way is to use would and could. Would and could here is also important because it is necessary for us to deliver indirect language in enacting some negotiations. Would and could here means indicate the indication means in the indications of possible happening in the future. For example, we can say that if we combine with the previous sentences, the difficulty that we have here is with accommodations priority, especially for Mr. Sulus. The size of the accommodations room will also be considerable for the equipments, mechanical equipments and instruments for some of the crews to store some instruments, and it could also affect Mr. Tulus' comfort here. Would you like to provide some details related to the recommended 3-star hotels you have in mind? So the keywords for delivering issue or problems in some company's condition is by saying the problem, issue, or the difficulty that we have, would and could. And for delivering the condition, we could say we prepared to consider your offer if you can accept some conditions. And finally, subject to the board's agreement, conditional on the board's agreement, on condition that the board agrees. That's all from me. Thank you very much for your kind attention.